All right, folks, next up on the block, we have from Disney. We've got Disney Infinity. This is a pretty neat series. No longer really with us, I don't think. That combined computer game, tabletop gaming, and action figure. So kind of combine them all. The date on this, I don't see it. I'm sure we'll come across it. Just don't see any copyright information. I'm surprised. Anyway, whatever year this is from, this is 2.0 version. These are the Marvel superheroes. They had various incarnations of this Disney Infinity game, but this one in particular is Thor. And I want you to take a look at him in the camera there. He's a pretty neat looking figure. Now, let's do it this way so that we don't get that glare and we can focus. Focus, there we go. Nice looking Thor right there. Mjolnir. Cape. All around pretty cool. What we're going to focus on, I'll give you the size marker on him as we get some shots for the catalog. Focus down. Down. Camera doesn't want to work with us today, does it? So you can see the rough scale on this guy. About, what, I'd say about 4 inches or so on that. What I'm going to also do is walk you through the condition of the packaging itself. So you've seen the figure, more or less. You can also head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com and you can see better photos of that. You can zoom in, you can look at them, you can do what you need to do to make your decisions on buying this. But I'm going to show you the things that those photos won't show you. So it will display very nicely and it will look just like this. But what you might not see is some of these things that we're going to shine the light on that you know up front. So see that crease right across there and a little bit of a ding right here in that corner. Let's get the light on that. Go. The corners are looking pretty good. And the back more or less shows the same thing. It's roughly the scuff right there where, you know, it looks like some kind of tape something got on there and pulled off a little bit. So not the best packaging, not terrible packaging, certainly. Not the best in the world. This is one of those things that if you were getting it as a gift, you'd still give it in the packaging as a gift and it would still be okay. I don't think people would complain. It's not something that you would send in to get graded, and it's certainly something that you can get for yourself and perhaps crack open, or even just display it on a shelf like that. But all around, a pretty good figure. I'm going to show you the bubble. No yellowing on that bubble. And no crush wear. Slight bend right there in it. But for a bubble this size compared to the card, oftentimes it ends up being pulled off under its own weight or when it snags on something. And a lot of times it ends up getting crushed when it's packaged with any other items. When the collector gets hold of it and puts it in, you know, box somewhere. Dealer certainly gets it and puts it in a box. And you can see just a slight bit of that right here. But overall, pretty fantastic. I do want to point out, this is edition 2.0. If you're buying this because you still play the game, there is a warning here on the back that it is not compatible with the 1.0. I'm very surprised that Disney did not make their game backwards compatible. You think they'd have that kind of under wraps, but I certainly understand where they'd want to do some planned obsolescence, but not with a toy line like this. So I don't know, but I want you to be aware of that if you are purchasing it. Game. There you have it. This is from Marvel Superheroes Disney Infinity. This is Thor. Sunday, Mondays, happy days. It is a happy day here at TheBigToyAuction.com because we get to bring you this piece right here. This is from Matchbox Collectibles. What a neat piece this is. This is the Fonz. Fonzie on his Happy Days bike. He comes on the motorcycle. He's kind of like a bobblehead figure right there. He's got the oversized head. Bring you right up close. He's giving his catchphrase right there. He's thumbs up. Real nice, that leather jacket. Like, you know what this reminds me of? That design, just the leg there, reminds me of the old Tiki designs. Made those statues of various Hollywood figures. I would not be surprised if one of those artists ended up on this project. Pretty neat. And what I'm going to do, so you can see the rough scale of him there. He's, what, about 2-3 inches? 3 inches, I'd say. Yeah, closer to 3, especially with the big hair. Pretty good likeness of Henry Winkler. It's tough at that angle. When you're looking at him straight on, I can get the glare gone. He does look pretty Henry Winklery. We'll show you the back, some of the other licenses that they had. Chance to get some of those. I bet you some of those are pretty neat too. Personally, I'd love to see these two, the Friday 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. And then we'll show you the sides. Pretty good, looking good. And I'm going to let the light shine off that window. Now, when you get window boxes like this, a lot of times there's stress wear right across here. Start to bend. You get this kind of peeling. You have the very beginnings of it. See right there at the corner. And then sometimes you get, as that gets crushed, it pushes out on these tape. But the tape is still there. It's still sealed in the packaging. A bit of, must have caught on, it caught on something. You can hear it there. Or maybe somebody was beginning to open it and then decided not to. That's it. All 6 pieces of tape are on there firm. The only thing I really notice, other than that little thing right here, that little imperfection, is this crease back. And you have that a lot. Overall, let's shine the light up there. I'll shine the light back, and you can see, we'll even shine it on the bottom. Why not? Overall, a really great piece. If you love Happy Days, if you love the Fonz, this is the one you're going to want to get. Head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com and increase your chances of getting it right now by leaving a pre-bid and then joining us live on auction day to defend your bids and put this guy into your collection. Fonzie from the Happy Days. On the block now, we have for you from Hot Wheels. An interesting little piece. This is something that they did a while back called the Radical Rides series. What is it? Well, it's kind of a big bobbly head kind of figure on a roughly 1/43 scale car, although that 1/43 is what they might call super deformed, kind of that squished, funny shape. It comes with a shifter there. It's hard to tell. I'll show you on the back in a moment what it looks like, but he's got a shifter there so he can shift the car himself. Here's the rough size of it. Show you this way as well on the card. Get a feel for that. It is on this giant bubble, and a lot of times those crack, they get smashed up, they get all kinds of damage to them just because of the size, weight, heaviness, etc. I will point out it does have a little bit of yellowing, mostly as near as we can tell on the inner bubble. See this one right here? This is the outer bubble. And that looks pretty clear. So it's that inner bubble that's begun to yellow. That often happens that way, where the first one will start to go on the inside and then change up. I'm going to show you the, see a little bit of creasing right there as we shine the light. And the corners actually look pretty good. The back has the same, your regular run-of-the-mill shelfware. Nothing to get too bent out of shape about. Really exciting. And then, as I said, you can see they're shifting themselves in their cars right there with a giant shifter, the oversized engine, and the big bobblehead type heads. We'll show you Adam Petty right up close there. In that red shirt, he almost looks like a Star Trek red shirt. Unfortunately, but, what are you going to do? Look at the detail on that. Really, really nice. Clean lines. I like that sculpting. Car is pretty cool, too. But overall, a really neat piece. Something a little bit different from Hot Wheels. You don't see in this scale. You don't see in this type. You don't see this kind of thing. So, you like the Radical Rides, if you like Adam Petty, if you're a NASCAR fan, whatever it is that floats your boat and makes you a fan of collectibles and racing in general, head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see this and all the other items we've got coming up on our next live auction. Leave your pre-bids right now, right at this moment, by the click of the button. And if that's not good enough for you, then you can come back. Join us live on auction day. We look forward to seeing you. Spend your bids and make sure to get this piece into your collection. No matter which way you choose, we're to seeing you. Auction.